could the Jews do this? This is the question asked by everyone in the Hasan community right now, because they are getting nuked out of orbit. They are getting banned one by one, sued one by one, exposed as rapists one by one. We covered in the previous video the weird rape orbit of Hasan Piker, how all of his friends end up being rapists. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird how that somehow happens, I'm not gonna lie. However, realistically, I think it's very important to note that this guy is now banned. This guy is no longer on Twitch. He'll be back soon, probably, because he hates Jews, which means he's probably gonna come back. It's a prerequisite for being on Twitch these days. But this is Central Committee, also known as Mike from PA. Yeah, this motherfucker with his Vegeta-ass haircut over here. He got banned. All right, Twitch Partner Central Committee has been banned. He was removed from Twitch, much to the chagrin of the Hasan Piker frauds. And Hasan Piker had a glorious crash out. He lost his freaking mind over this. So personally, I think it's important to note that Mike from PA is a complete degenerate freak. He is a big Hasan buddy. He has made tweets like this. The reason why they act like Hasan or myself are dangerous is because they have been defending genocide for 2 years, and the weight of that guilt is so heavy for Hutch that he needs to have some way for his ego to recover. Destiny said that he doesn't feel guilt or remorse. It's important that we punish the propagandists who supported the genocide. Criminal charges, death penalty, everything should be on the table. Oh my god. So anyway, so this dude incites violence on people all the time. He has put out hits on people, and I beefed with him a while ago where he slandered me, and this is fucking crazy. So he has actually slandered me. I had a whole beef with him. This dude, basically, his entire personality on the internet is saying, after over 6 months of crashing out to fame, Hasan H3 podcast has less views than Hasan. Hasan is so famous and sexy. He literally is my absolute favorite pedophile terrorist supporter. He really is. He's my favorite pedophile supporter on the internet. He is literally so cool for this, says the guy glazing Hasan Piker as much as he possibly can for a little bit of clout. And then he slanders me, and he says, you are an Israeli lolicon enjoyer. He's calling me a pedophile here. Gone to any recent funerals? You see, this is funny, because he's hoping that my friends are dying. Very cool, love that. Maybe wipe Hasan's cum from your jaw before slandering people. You are posting a lot of homosexual erotic fantasy in my replies and not spending any time denying that you're a pedophile, that you jerk off to lolicon. Denying that. Okay, so I deny it. I've always denied it. It's never been true. I've always been slandered by your terrorist supporter buddies. So I decide to hit him with a taste of his own medicine. Do you deny inciting your audience to physically attack other content creators? Because he has made many tweets about constantly talking about, you should go kill a YouTuber that I don't like. You should go beat up YouTubers that I don't like. So he, of course, doesn't respond. This is your content! Me reacting to fucked up shit on the internet. So I say, you slandered me by... Well, I've never denied this. I've always owned it. Yes. 4 years ago, I was making content reacting to fucked up shit on the internet. That was on YouTube. I was reacting to YouTube videos on YouTube. Absolutely, yes. I was calling out fucked up shit the entire time. That's been my brand, and I live it. Yep, still doing that. All right. Anyway, you slandered me by saying I jerk off to lolicon with no evidence. These are 4-year-old videos reacting to cursed videos on YouTube. Also, I noticed you didn't deny inciting your audience to beat or murder other streamers. Pretty weird. So he says you intentionally created those thumbnails to pander to lolicons, Zionist freak. When did you move to Israel? Posting an article saying how Jewish American pedophiles hide from justice in Israel. So again, he's implying I'm a pedophile. It's crazy. But the thing is, I don't live in Israel. I've never lived in Israel. I am not Israeli. You just hate Jews. Why didn't you answer this? I'm seeing a lot of slander, but not a lot of denying, inciting your audience to physically attack other content creators. And he disappears. He's gone. He's gone. He nowhere to be found. Also, I'd appreciate an apology for implying I'm a pedophile with no evidence. I'll be real. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be completely honest and frank with you. I'm going to be frank and honest with you guys, okay? July has been the month of vindication. The month of vindication. Every person that has come for me got fucking smoked in the last 30 days. All right? I don't know what happened, but God's on my side. That's all I have to say. Every single person that came out to fuck with me got absolutely smoked in the last 30 days. Except for one guy. There's one guy that I guess we'll have to wait a little bit longer for him to go to jail, but Listen, man, I got God and anime on my side. I don't know what you have to defend yourself with, but he's been banned on Twitch now. And of course, he never responded to that because he does incite his audience to attack other streamers. He does put hits on people's heads, and he does slander people, like calling me a pedophile in 100 different ways. But anyway, Hasan is crashing out over this, and then we're gonna get into the actual Mike from PA disaster, why he was banned, and how beautiful it is for me.
Oh no. Oh no. He's complaining about me again? I've been kind of impressed. He hasn't talked about me for like 3 days.
Damn.
The video game streamers, Asmongold.
He also thinks Asmongold is better than Hasan as a content creator for young men.
True.
Crash out in 3,
Of the Hasan derangement syndrome.
1.
Like, this is something that I have noticed as well. A lot of these like supposedly liberal content creators are shepherding their audience to find right-wing content creators like
Asmongold's not even a right-wing content creator. That's the craziest part. He's not even a right-wing content creator. This is the level of insanity you need to deal with. He's literally not right-wing. He's a centrist for most cases. He's a fucking socialist, man.
Asmongold to
You're just mad that Asmongold's better than you and more appreciated than you and more respected than you.
be more permissible and better overall than someone like myself.
He
Have
is.
you ever thought the
He is better than you.
possibility that just maybe that's your fault?
Computer display exhibit A and B.
Notice how you feel safe in this community. Many people in here did not start off as like card-carrying Marxist-Leninists. Okay? As a matter of fact, no one does.
So I think that people are a lot more radical now. This is an unprecedented time to really get others on board. And you actually wrote about this, and it was a great video where you talked about, you know,
Somebody has to do it. Oh my God, this is insane. Somebody has to kill Trump is basically what he's saying. All right? Like, and he wonders why people aren't taking him as some sort of serious voice. Like, literally, I think you should be in jail. Bro, going out there and saying somebody has to do it?
someone has to do it.
Oh, jeez, guys. Why does everybody think I'm a radical?
Designed their entire world.
This guy's a fucking terrorist supporter. He is a terrorist pedophile supporter, and he should be treated as such by everyone.
You around like saying fuck Hasan, and Hasan is so scary, and that's the reason why
I mean, you should go to jail.
you see so
And
many.
he will. And he will. If the last month proved anything, dude, 3.5-year-old Nux enemies had downfalls this month. I'm just saying.
Go along with these insane narratives.
It's not an insane narrative. You were talking about the re-education camps.
Country with multiple
True, he did say that.
parties, and one of the parties is a capitalist party. What would you do if that party started gaining momentum?
The solution to that would always be education.
Re-education?
Yeah, so re-education.
Re-education, certainly, yeah.
We saw this.
For those of you that don't know what that means, what re-education is implying is that if you have people disagreeing with you in a democracy, all you need to do is re-educate them, force them into fucking concentration camps, and re-educate them to make sure that they agree that your perspective is in fact correct. If you have a capitalist, you re-educate the capitalist. He's just casually saying that concentration camps are the way to go.
You said it. This is all about me. He's having a bad day, I guess.
He's so based. He's basically defending Israel's right to defend itself, guys. Chat.
Bro, it's bad what happened. Does that mean Israel can do anything that they want? No, I never said that. But he's pausing it as if I did.
Remember October 7. That's what he's doing here, okay? Remember October 7.
He's having a pretty bad day today, huh?
Yeah.
A funny
I'll
thing to be
crash
in,
out.
by the way, where you're like simultaneously pro Adolf Hitler. You can't obviously also.
Bro, how do you just say this? These people, they just slander everyone. It's the slander community. They just go out there, they misrepresent everyone in the most worst possible ways. See, when I say that Hasan Piker, and I want to say this very clearly, I want to say this clearly because if this is defamation, I should get sued for it, all right? But it's not defamation. Hasan Piker supports pedophile terrorist organizations. Sue me for slander. You can't, because it's true.
You're pro-Israel.
I'm pro Adolf Hitler. I'm pro Israel. I'm pro ethnic Clinton. That's okay.
One more thing, because he gives you so much content, please wish Hasan a happy 35th birthday. He announced this a week ago. Say to Hasan, wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Hasan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, happy birthday, man. All right. See ya. Yo, bye.
Brother. Man. Yeah, that guy's a demon. He needs to go to jail. But anyway, Hasan Piker's best buddy over there, Mike from PA, he was busy sucking Hasan cum, and then all of a sudden, poof, he got banned. Lock in, boys and girls. We're going to cover exactly what went down, because this shit is crazy.
Welcome back to a series so villainous. Even Frieza subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is now mad at me for literally showing his own clips in context. He's crashing out at commentary channels, local
Yeah, he called me out again.
Hasan Orbiter, and Terminal Simp.
I don't know if he's going to show that, but Hasan called me out again.
Mike from PA has exposed himself, and a clip is going viral. He is calling Jews a demonic ethnicity.
Yep, that's what he did. He goes out there and he says all Jews are part of a demonic ethnicity. That's what he said, and he got banned for it because of Asmongold, by the way. Asmongold is what got him banned.
Somebody's mask accidentally slipped, and he forgot to say the word Zionist.
Oops, he was supposed to say Zionists are demonic. Oops, his bad.
Time. Not looking good for Hasan's little goon squad. Asmongold has responded.
Dude, it's so funny every single time. Every single time. Like, you have all the Nazis. Like Nazis, you know, the people that say that Jews are demonic ethnicities, right? Like, I think calling that a Nazi ideology is pretty good, honestly. It's pretty based. I think calling someone like that a Nazi makes sense. This is the person that says Sydney Sweeney is a Nazi for being an attractive white woman. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page, bro? Like, these are the Nazis, and they're out there calling everyone that voted for Trump a Nazi.
Going after Twitch, recommending people to even go after advertisers. Ethan has responded as well, just absolutely dunking on Mike. Mike from PA has responded. Subscribe to expose the truth about every single Hasan Orbiter.
Yes!
Now let's begin with...
Let's up those numbers! Absolutely subscribe. Of course, link to more Pegasus in the description. I am more than happy to see the downfall of these actual fucks.
Hasan calling out slop tubers once again. Hasan thinks apolitical commentators are poisoning the brains of America's young men.
I think Hasan is poisoning the brains of America's young men. I think that people that watch him become communists, and he should be deported for being a communist. They need to enforce the Communist Enforcement Act, get him the fuck out of there. He is poisoning the minds of young men. Now, I am not an apolitical commentator. I am a political commentator, which is why I am not included in Hasan's call out. That's right, because I am in fact a political commentator, and I want to make this clear, Hasan, if I am poisoning the minds of young men, then destroy me. I challenge you to a debate. Debate me. Debate me on anything. On Israel, on Palestine, on slop commentary, on the fact that you support pedophile terrorists. Debate me on that. Let's do it, dude.
Somebody tweeted out, in late 2023, the serious thinkers on this website and in the media at large called you a Q-level conspiracy.
He won't, because he's a gigantic, wet, throbbing vagina of a human.
Conspiracy theorist radical if you suggested that Israel intentionally bombed a hospital. So Hasan responds, there's an entire commentary sphere of YouTube that is poisoning the brains of America's young men under the guise of apolitical commentary. Wow, I wonder who he's talking about. Yeah. Whose only involvement with Israel commentary has been to try and smear the few content creators who have actively spoken out against Israel.
I love how he says the few content creators when it's basically a majority of woke retards that are just crashing out about Israel constantly, not only now, but for the past decade, all right? Like, why are we making this like it's a brand new thing that people are actually criticizing Israel? People have always criticized Israel. Obviously, now it's at a record high because of the ongoing tragedy that is a war that was started by Hamas that's not ending because Hamas refuses to end the war. Truly a fucking horrible situation. It really is. And I really feel bad. I really feel bad personally for every civilian that's involved in a war started by Hamas that's not ending because Hamas is not ending it. And it's really fucking sad. It really is. Unfortunately, Hasan Piker is busy profiting off of this war and building his brand based on this, and he supports the terrorists that started this. And honestly, I actually care for the Palestinians, unlike Hasan, who wants Palestinians to die. It's true, by the way. This is a known fact. I've covered this in the past. Hasan likes when Palestinians die because it gives him content. It gives him content and propaganda. I, though, do not like it. I think it's a very sad thing because I am a humanitarian myself. I think it's very sad when innocent people die due to the acts of a terrorist organization that Hasan supports.
Israel, right? This is Hasan's go-to strategy. Just instantly make it a
Oh, you're criticizing me? Well, what about Israel?
political issue and instantly make it an Israel versus Palestine thing. Dude, people are calling you out because you specifically, even unrelated to this war, are a complete scumbag who constantly does propaganda and lies nonstop. Not to mention you're an ultimate terrorist glizzy gladiator, okay? 9,000, and that is not a political issue. That just shows you are
According to Hasan, it's a political issue, which is again why no one takes him seriously.
so brain rotted that you legitimately think that's an okay position to have. Now, who is he talking about here? Well, let's do some maths here. So he talks about apolitical commentary. Obviously, Asmon, he calls him specifically Asmongold or a right-wing grifter, so not talking about him. Nux is obviously political. Pretty much the only person left here is me, but obviously
it's him and Willie Mac show. Those are the people he's referring to. Every time.
he's too afraid to name drop or he's gonna get episode 1000 on
Yeah!
his.
He's so scared of name dropping, man. He's such a pussy. Like, he'll always call me out as that VTuber guy and then slander me like 4 times.
Literally, my one position on this is don't be a terrorist glazer.
That's
Apparently,
a good
that's a
position.
controversial stance to have. And I obviously call out people from both sides. I made an entire video on Trump hiding the Epstein files. In fact, I would argue I'm one of the most unbiased people here, considering I'm not even American, so I don't really give a shit about your politics. Most of my opinions are just common sense opinions, which
I mean,
is
he's
why
right.
majority of
My opinions are common sense opinions as well. But unfortunately for Hasan, common sense is on the right now. I'm sorry, I don't want to be that guy, but unfortunately, common sense is just kind of right-leaning, it seems, these days.
people actually agree with it. It is simply called
Hasan, let's neuter children Piker over here. Hasan, pedophile supporter Piker.
calling out degeneracy, right? So how about you
Hasan, truly a feminist. All of his friends are rapists, like I covered in my last video. Hasan Piker, he supports women so much he goes to brothels that sex traffic children.
address the actual arguments, right? Prove you're not a terrorist glazer. Prove that
He can't prove that he is a terrorist glazer.
you're not an anti-Semitic freak.
He can't prove that he hates Jews. He wants to kill all the Jews. He supports people that want to kill all the Jews. He says he wants to get rid of all the Jews in Israel. He wants them to go back to Brooklyn, which is hilarious because the majority of Jews in Israel were born, you know, in Israel. But yeah, that's Hasan. That's Hasan Piker. Everyone's favorite terrorist supporting glazer.
And for once in your goddamn pathetic life, admit some wrongdoing. Holy shit, take accountability.
Bro, Hasan Piker dodging accountability like feminists. Oh my lord. More Pegasus and Nux have broken this man, True.
Who responded, more Pegasus and Nux have broken this man.
True.
He smears himself by spewing terrorist propaganda to the point of absurdity. But no, let's just blame moderate commentators like Pegasus instead of taking accountability for his own awful behavior and reputation. Okay, so basically everybody recognizes this is literally directed at me. I don't know who else it could possibly be. Is Hasan not the same thing? Is he also not poisoning the minds of young people?
I mean, according to Hasan, he's enlightening them. He's turning them into radical people, that he's saying that they should somebody has to do it. He's telling his audience to kill Trump. He wants his audience to kill the president of the United States. So, what?
He absolutely is. I mean, the amount of damage this guy has done, dude. I'm just saying, if I was president, this dude will be out of my country. All right?
Fucking base.
Right? Translation, I hate when those dirty little commentary YouTubers report on my extreme or dumb takes.
True.
Don't you know streaming is harder than 9 to 5 or pics or nothing happen?
True.
Literally, if you want people to stop making videos about you and stop talking about you, how about you stop screwing up on a daily basis?
Valid.
It's not hard. Somebody just posted the Hasan system.
I love the Hasan system.
Hide, alter, strawman, avoid, and name call. Anyways, let's move on to a classic Hasan orbiter. This is the Omega Terminal Simp who has the most...
God, I love this cringe, giggly thing. This is him when he almost touched a woman, by the way. I want to be clear. This is the person that's trying to guide you in the realm of politics. Someone that does this. This guy is being looked up to by thousands of people on the left. Thousands of people are looking up to this guy. Bro, dude, I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. Dog, homie, bro looks like the Penguin. Bro looks like the Penguin. Like, let me see if I can find this. Someone actually replied to my tweet with a picture of the Penguin, and I was losing my shit because that was crazy. Is it this tweet? Oh my god, whoa! That's diabolical, brother. Oh my lord. No, not the Pettigrew allegations. Oh my god, that's fucking diabolical, brother. Ooh, that is... Okay, alright, okay. This is what... Oh my lord, it's the same guy. They're identical. This is crazy. How do you do this?
cringe viral clip in existence.
I think that's fine. So if a guy pays for my tab,
I think I'm getting your attention.
I literally want to fucking kill myself every time I see this clip.
I feel like I touched like a vampire touching holy water.
can I help you?
Well,
It's like a vampire touching holy water. Easily the worst Riz I've ever seen.
apparently he has exposed himself big time. Here he's calling Jews a demonic ethnicity. I mean, this should 100% get you banned. I mean, this is just straight up anti-Semitic.
I mean, I want to make something clear to you for context. I believe in freedom of speech, okay? So while I do believe in freedom of speech, I want to make an incredibly true statement to you. Twitch does not have freedom of speech. Asmongold said that Palestinians have an inferior culture, and he was banned on Twitch for 2 weeks. I want to make this clear. He was banned on Twitch for 2 weeks for saying Palestinians have an inferior culture. This guy saying Jews are a demonic ethnicity is way worse. Way worse. So it's the double standard that's so frustrating. If they wouldn't ban anyone, I wouldn't give a shit because I believe in freedom of speech. I do. But if they're only gonna ban one person for their shit, and when they say something on one side, but they don't ban someone on the other side, nah, dude. They banned Tectone for calling a fat lady fat. All right? They banned Asmongold for saying that, Palestinians are an inferior culture. So, in my opinion, 100% deserving of a forever ban. That's my opinion.
That is right.
The curse of Iran's unremitting aggression or the blessing of a historic reconciliation between Arab and Jew. In the days that followed
That's
that,
crazy.
the blessing
Jew is not a fucking ethnic. It is Jewish is not an ethnicity.
It is.
This constructed ethnicity.
The constructed ethnicity of Judaism. What a constructive ethnicity. This is crazy. I can't believe the Jews invented Judaism 3,000 years ago. Oh my God.
This demonic ethnicity. Wholly invented.
Ooh, Mike,
how do you say that Judaism is an invented ethnicity? Unreal. Now let's ask Grok. All right, let's ask the AI. What is the ethnicity? All right, with the largest historical ties to the region that is Israel. One word answer. Not even say. Oh my God, that's crazy. Not only is it an ethnicity, but it's ethnicity with historic ties to the land that they live in. Oh my God, that's crazy. There's no way.
Forgot to say Zionist this time. What did I say, guys? What did I say? That these guys are just straight up anti-Semitic, and they're just using the war between Israel and Palestine as an excuse to be extremely hateful. And I told you, I was just absolutely spot on here. Who would have thought the Hasan orbiter is an absolute anti-Semitic, disgusting freak?
I know somebody that was right before any of these other fuckers jumped on the train, bro. I'll be real. I've been saying this the entire time. It's the whole time. Dude, if you support Hamas, then you want to kill all the Jews, okay? I want Hasan to answer this question. Hasan, if you had a button, and if you push that button, every Jew in Israel would die immediately, all right? Would you push the button or not? Think about it. Think about it. If you push the button and everyone dies, the Palestinians get to roll right in, the war in Gaza ends, right? Would you push the button or not? If you say no, then you are defending them, all right? Because you want to strip funding. He absolutely would. The answer is he would. All right, I'm giving you a hypothetical, but he would absolutely do that. And I don't think he would even deny it, to be honest.
Also, what the hell did he say there? Jew is not an ethnic? Bro, even your own brain is telling you to stop. It literally malfunctioned. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but if Hitler was reincarnated as a modern day streamer, wouldn't he be saying the exact same shit? That Jews are a demonic ethnicity? Bro,
yeah, true, absolutely. Yup, the guy that calls everyone else a Nazi is in fact a Nazi.
1,000% get banned for this. Dan Clancy literally looks at this and starts nutting. He starts emitting milk, bro. He's like, yes, more anti-Semitism.
If the Jews were wiped out, they'll move on to another group. Yeah, of course they will. Yeah, Christians are next. Yeah, Jews are first, then Christians. That's how it works. It's literally in their texts, bro. It's what they say. You don't. Okay, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I've been on the ball the entire time because I know what it is that Hasan is supporting. Okay, I know exactly what Hasan is supporting. Okay, I want to make this clear. All right, so that's why I've been correct the whole time, because I actually hear what people say and believe what they say when they say it. Right, I actually listen to their words.
والله أخرجنا اليهود من فلسطين لو أخرجناهم من فلسطين وأخرجناهم من بيت المقدس دون أن يسلموا ولو ذهبوا يا أخي سنلاحقهم وسندعوهم إلى الإسلام وندعو بوجه الإسلام وندعو جميعا نارا للإسلام. نعم ديننا دين.
This is the only religion of compassion.
نعم أنا أوصي أولا يعني المجاهدين في القدس أن يستمروا في عمله المقاوم.
نحن لا نحب الحياة، نحن طلقنا، نحن الذين عمرتهم. والله لو.
Did you hear what he said? All right, did you hear what he said? He said our issue is not just Palestine, our issue is killing every non-Muslim. We will pursue Jews and Christians all over the world. Either they convert to Islam or we will kill them. Okay? These are the people, let me remind you, that Hasan Piker supports. Do you really think I am wrong here when I say that Hasan is supporting fucking rapists, pedophile terrorists that want to kill all these people? Like, bro, dude, absolutely. Like, I'm not even saying this with even a remote question mark in my brain, right? These are disgusting humans.
My platform. I love it. I love it. Happy birthday, dear Hasan.
Happy birthday to you.
This is what people are saying. Phew, at least he didn't promote a YouTube or kick stream. This is a reference to Twitch's new rules. You know, you can't be promoting in different platforms.
You promote a different platform on Twitch, banned! Say the Jews are a demonic ethnicity, we sleep.
Or run a red light, or show his hole. Mike from the right. That's actually
Yeah.
Rob's Media is a great YouTube video about this guy. He was a failed politician in Pennsylvania. Then he hovered over another streamer before she shot him down. Now he's a Hasan leech.
Yep.
Dude, literally a completely failed human being, bro.
I mean, this is the fucking character arc of these retards.
Guys, this isn't real. Ethan just hallucinated this, obviously. It's so sad. I hope he wakes up. I haven't seen a more clear-cut permaban in a while and it won't happen. Hitler approves of this message. Twitch CEO gonna get the guest for the next stream, obviously. Just reincarnate him. Anyways, Asmongold responded. He's rallying his community to bring attention to the recent Mike from PA clip. Says that they would do and have tried to do the same thing to him. Basically, it talks about going after Twitch's advertisers if they actually don't take appropriate action for this, right? And normally I wouldn't support this, you know, if it's like a creator beef and you disagree with someone. Obviously, you're not supposed to go after their source of income or whatever.
I disagree. I don't think you should go after a source of income if they've done something that you find morally unjustifiable. I don't think that's the case. You should not do that. You shouldn't. You should go after a fucking platform, though, cause fuck this platform. Twitch? Are you joking me? An actual fucking cesspool of people saying that you should just go and kill Jews? I'm sorry, bro. Absolutely. Destroy them. This isn't going after a personal creators, sponsors, because personally they're making an income and you have some moral qualms with them. No. This is a platform that is directly funding and incentivizing killing Jews. Not just anti-Semitism, supporting actual killing of Jews. Sorry, bro. That shit's fucked. Literally cooked them.
But I think Twitch as a platform is just fostering so much anti-Semitism. This like needs to be done. It has gone.
No, this isn't just anti-Semitism, okay? This isn't anti-Semitism. That's like saying racism. Oh my God, someone said the N-word. This is not the same as the N-word, okay? Saying the N-word is a bad word and it's offensive, all right? Calling Jews slurs, saying that they're money hungry and they control the government, all right? That's anti-Semitism. Sure, whatever. I don't care. Whatever you want to say. Saying that you're supporting directly terrorist organizations that want to kill all the Jews, that are trying their best to kill all the Jews? Nah. That's inciting violence. Saying that someone has to do it in regards to killing Trump? No, dude, that should not be acceptable, even remotely.
Way too far. It is like openly hateful.
And anyway, no, I think that we should do that. I do. I think this is over the line. And I think we should get the community together and make sure that every Jewish advocacy group in the world knows that this is happening. And maybe even people at Amazon. And so we can do this maybe on Discord or on Twitter. Why don't we go ahead and get a list together right now of all of the different advocacy groups, and we are going to message all of them and see if we can get something done about this.
It's Asmongold. He's fucking cooking. He's so right. He's so right. And I really respond, in my opinion. I really respect the fuck out of him, because Asmongold, a lot of you don't know this, but I pay attention to a lot of different people and their communities and stuff. Asmongold has a lot of people in his community that are like, you know, Israel is evil. They control the government. They Epstein is a Jewish spy, and all the Jews are in on this. He does have people like that in his community. Obviously, it's not a majority or anything, but there are a couple of wild dudes out there. So I respect the fuck out of him for saying this, because that means he's a real guy. He's a real fucking guy, you know? Asmongold he is an actual goated content creator, and I'm so happy he exists in the space.
I do. I think this is insane. This is a crazy, crazy thing to do. Mike made the VOD available to subscribers. It doesn't matter. We have the clip. Everybody has the clip.
Unremitting aggression.
That's it.
It is Jewish is not an ethnicity. This construct.
And I think that if Twitch doesn't do something about this, I think that we should just go and open up Twitch on a browser, look at every advertiser that Twitch has, and then send it to every advertiser that Twitch has. These people would do this instantaneously to me, to somebody else.
To be clear, they did do it to him, and they did it. And his thing saying Palestinians are an inferior culture or whatever is not even remotely as bad. And I'll tell you why. Because let me tell you something that people are going to be very offended. People are going to be very offended. There are some cultures that are inferior to others. This is a fact. Okay, and I'll prove it to you. What culture is superior? American culture today or American culture where slavery was legal? If you are going to say that those are equal cultures because all cultures are equal, you're retarded, okay? Obviously, some cultures are superior than other cultures, okay? It's just a fact. It's a fact of life. So calling a culture inferior or whatever is not, it's not a nice thing to do, absolutely, but it's not even remotely as bad as saying that Jews are a demonic ethnicity. Let's support the terrorist organization that's trying to kill all the Jews, right? Can we understand that these are not even remotely similar?
Else like you, instantly. The only way you deal with this is that you have to do it to them.
You know, I was gonna say something dumb like bring up Twitch's TOS and, you know, read the rules, but I think we're past that.
Yeah, no one cares about the rules. And then you have people that call down Asmongold for this. I saw Asmongold is live right now calling to cancel somebody with a permaban because he said something negative about Jewish people. He's going to get his millions of followers to cancel a single guy. I think that this is a really disingenuous stance, to be honest. It's not about what he did or what he said. It's about the fact that he and other people who share his worldview have experienced the privilege of not having the terms of service applying to them. If it was up to me, the terms of service would allow free speech at all that didn't break the law. I actually agree with him. I do think that would be nice. But you can't do this rules for me and not for the situation, all right? You can't have this situation where Asmongold says something that's negative about one group and he gets banned for 2 weeks, but they will literally platform the most vile, despicable shit if it comes from a political side that they like. It's the double standard that's frustrating. And he's completely correct about this. He is.
Anybody with a functioning brain knows that this is not allowed on Twitch. And obviously DJ Dan Clancy is just allowing this to happen on a routine basis over and over and over again. And you know, I think genuinely Twitch needs to face like actual consequences for this, because at this point people are just becoming way too bold with the shit. They legitimately know that they can just get away with the shit and nothing really happens. Like you get a slap on the wrist ban like Hasan and then you can continue to glaze terrorists and be openly anti-Semitic, right? Honestly, fuck Twitch, all right? All my homies hate Twitch. And, you know, I'm telling you, the downfall is coming. I've been screaming it.
I've been saying it. I made a video about 1.5 years ago saying that Twitch is going to be gone in 4 years. All right? I'm just saying. It's gonna, we'll see, I'll be right.
The heavens for the past few years, all right?
True.
And I am a future predictor, so it's only a matter of time.
He is a wizard.
Sometimes the predictions take a while, but it will all come to fruition. Believe it. Asmon responded again, how is calling people of Jewish ethnicity a demonic entity not an instant permaban? What the fuck is going on? I'm starting to think that maybe Twitch does actually have an anti-Semitism problem. I mean, I know people...
You think so? You think so? Weird. So weird. You think that Twitch might have an anti-Semitism problem? I mean, I kind of figured that out a while ago when they literally had a gigantic panel at TwitchCon where they did a Jew to Arab racial tier list. That kind of gave it away a little bit. Or what about when they geo-blocked all of Twitch from Israel, that no one in Israel is able to sign into Twitch? What about that? For a year, by the way. What about that?
People have made this argument a million times, but literally replace that group with another group of people and you're gonna have an absolute PR disaster. I mean, even this is a PR disaster.
Can you imagine saying, yeah, it's crazy. Imagine saying this about literally any other ethnic group. That's crazy.
But it would be like on all the mainstream news sites and everywhere. Tecton responds, but I get banned for 2 weeks for calling frog it.
Hello, why does he do this?
Finishing the sentence there. Nux responds saying, the Jews.
I can't believe
got Mike from PA looking particularly masculine today. They're going after pro-Palestinian voices, probably the same people who advocated for Asman to be banned. No, we're demanding that Twitch actually follows their TOS and ban this clear as day anti-Semitic from the platform. This is unironically like a Hasan talking point. Like anytime he's criticized about anything,
I can't believe you would go after a pro-Palestine voice. You are supporting a genocide.
He literally just...
Why would you ban me when there's literally a genocide happening?
Says, well, you're trying to take down the only pro-Palestinian voices. Oh, what about Israel? Oh, what about...
Listen, man, if all the pro-Palestinian voices are terrorists, maybe that says something about your movement. I don't know, man. Maybe that says something about you guys. I'll be real. I'm just sorry to point that out, but that's pretty weird. There are a lot of pro-Palestinian voices out there that aren't supporting terrorist organizations. You are not one of those guys.
What about the, like, bruh, you're just being completely ridiculous. Oh my god, we got an image from Lazy Shell.
Oh Lord, oh.
Commie couch puncher about to be animated. Okay, somebody did it. They actually brought up the policy regarding hateful conduct. Twitch does not permit behavior that is motivated by hatred, prejudice, or intolerance, including behavior that promotes or encourages discrimination based on race, ethnicity. Wow.
Oh,
weird. Guys. Mike from PA might be the most beta man I've ever had the displeasure of knowing. Dude, I'm trying to make this video, but I keep thinking of that clip and just...
That clip is so fucking good, man. He blocks everyone that posts that image on Twitter.
Dying laughing, bro. Anyways, Ethan responded, Mike, you forgot to say Zionist.
No, he was so close. He was so close to getting away with it. If only he would have said that all Zionists are Nazis. Then it would have been so much better.
Oh, no. My one defense is out the door. Oh. They just hate Jews. We're just anti-Zionist has always been a mask.
Oh my god. You mean I was right from the very beginning and people are finally realizing? Damn, it's not easy to be me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, literally.
Can you imagine being me, a guy, saying things, getting pushback, and it takes a couple of months, and then everyone catches up and I was right the whole time?
Half these people use it as an excuse to be as hateful as humanly possible. Jews are absolutely an ethnic group. The fact that needs to be debated is just crazy. That isn't a Zionist conspiracy. That's just based on how ethnic groups are defined.
It's just reality. It's just, reality history.
And Mike forgot to bring a couch on stream to punch. How's he gonna take out his anger now, guys? Oh my god. Anyways, Ethan responded on his podcast, and here he talks about Mike threatening his life. If you remember in the past...
True.
Mike had that clip where he said Ethan needs to bleed from the corner of his mouth.
With people like Ethan, not gonna stop until he's bleeding out of the corner of his mouth.
Literally just openly advocating for violence.
Again, I'm just saying, I asked him about that. Right here. Hey, bro. Hey, dude. Hey, is it true that do you deny inciting your audience? You're a pedophile. You slandered me, not a pedophile. I noticed you didn't deny inciting violence. You're a pedophile. Okay. Again, not true. You lied about me again. You just... Wow, bro, that aged pretty well. Almost like I called this weeks ago. Interesting how that happened. Literally weeks ago, I said, you just hate Jews, I guess. And then he goes on stream, fires that shit up, and it says, Judaism is a demonic ethnicity. Holy shit. The Nux pre-watch allegations, undefeated once again. Crazy.
Mike from PA just called Jews a, quote, demonic ethnicity. Wow. That sounds pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
That's crazy.
That's some Hitler shit.
That's crazy.
Sounds pretty bad.
Sounds unbelievable, even.
Well, this is Mike from PA who...
Honestly, I'm so happy this happened. I'll be real. I like when the mask slips. I've said this before and I'll say it again. There are people that want to kill the Jews on the left, and there are people that want to kill Jews on the right. At least the right-wing people that want to kill the Jews are honest about it. They're fucking honest about it. I'll be real. They are. They are so honest about it. Like, when Nick Fuentes, right, far-right political commentator, when he goes out there and he's like, we need a holy war to kill the Jews in a holy war, I'm like, you know what, Nick? Thank you. Thank you for at least being honest. The left-wing fucking retards that want to kill the Jews, they do their best to put their cock in their mouth and say, no, we actually don't like Zionists because it's an ethno-supremacist movement that we actually... Oh my god. Oh my god. Mike from PA calls Israel an ethno-state all the time. Wait. I'm sorry. This is crazy. Hold the fuck up. Hold up, baby. Hold up. Oh shit, the ADL did get involved. The ADL said, we commend Twitch for enforcing their policies and suspend Mike from PA, blah, blah, blah. Where's the actual clip? I need to find this. I'm sorry, I need to find this immediately. Did he ever say ethno-state? Because that's one of Hasan's favorite buzzwords. Ethno-state. So Israel is a fascist ethno-state, according to you, but you say that Judaism is not a real ethnicity, it's a fake made-up ethnicity? So you say that it's a fake made-up ethnicity, but it's an ethno-state? So it's an ethno-state that has no ethnicity? Interesting. He doesn't know what words mean. He's a communist.
For whatever reason, continues to have a career on Twitch, despite on a weekly basis wishing
is right.
death or violence upon me. Like, why does Dan Clancy want me to die?
That's a good question.
I mean, I understand.
It's because you're Jewish, Ethan.
He didn't like me, right? I've been in pain in his ass, probably. But why does he want me to die?
I don't think he wants you to die.
Then why is he allowing
I think he does.
Mike to
I think he does, until he proves it otherwise. All the evidence proves that he does want him to die.
to threaten my life, unless he agrees with him.
I mean, there's literally zero explanation for this.
True.
Dan Clancy says that Hasan is his favorite streamer. I mean, just do the maths there. Put 2 and 2 together. He absolutely agrees with this shit based on, you know, how he's responding to it. He goes to this shit, bro. He has a special rag reserved for emetism. You know,
the anti-Semitism
not to be confused with his e-girl rag, of course, and not to be confused with his Hasan rag, of course.
I mean, I think he probably uses the same rag for Hasan and for anti-Semitism, personally.
Distinction there. In the words of the intellectual iDubbbz,
our silence means something.
So this next part is about how it's a common Nazi talking point, and you know, obviously Jews are an ethnic group.
Here's Mike from PA, who's totally not anti-Semitic and is absolutely 100%.
He's anti-Zionist, guys.
Only anti-Zionist. And remember, guys, Zionism does not equal Judaism. Remember, Sam Cedar stood here on my show, looked me in the face, and accused me.
Sam Cedar's another retard, by the way. I can't stand it. Like, anyone on the left that supports Hamas is truly a retard and should be excised from American politics. They're supporting a terrorist organization. This isn't just being racist or whatever. Like, they are anti-American in every possible way.
Of anti-Semitism for conflating. But Mike here from PA, one of the starlets of this online leftist movement, he is not anti-Semitic, no matter what the Jews try to tell you.
It's the
Roll
Jews.
it.
It is Jewish is not an ethnicity.
Now, just to pause. He's already doing anti-Semitism. Judaism is a distinct genetic ethnicity.
True.
This conversation's been had. It's just scientific. There's a reason that I take a blood test.
Yeah, if I get a blood test, my ethnicity, my DNA test will come back as 99.9 Ashkenazi Jewish. Why is that a thing?
On my heritage, and it just says you're Ashkenazi Jew. There's a reason for that. There's a distinct genetic ethnicity to being Jewish.
Yeah, of course.
Now,
it's an ethnic group.
Denying that is another Nazi talking point.
It's not a fucking ethnic.
Also, sorry, what do you mean? Jew is not an ethnic? Can you fucking reprogram your brain to go dumb?
Actual lobotomite communist moment.
I believe he said a Jewish.
A Jewish is not an ethnic.
Yeah, you're a Jewish. You're a Jewish.
What are you doing, Mike?
You're not an ethnic, bro. Stop it. Dude, I don't know what happened. Mike from PA just fucking skipped his English class to go become an actual Reddit mod ass streamer. This guy is so pathetic in every way humanly possible.
Listen, not only does he not have sex, but also a Jewish is not an ethnic.
It is actually astounding. He breaks the barrier for patheticness.
True.
He might actually hold the Guinness World Record for the most repulsive
Valid.
man alive.
I think he's right.
Creams himself
God,
in the
this guy is
vicinity
so
of a woman, dude.
Like, and people look up to him. Could you imagine what a Mike from PA fan is like? Could you even imagine this, bro? Imagine waking up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, and you're a Mike from PA fan. I can't even fathom what that kind of person would be like. What kind of toilet-sucking lobotomite would actually be a Mike from PA fan? Imagine giving your money to this guy so he could live. I can't even fathom it.
Holy shit. I just can't get over that, man. Oh my god. Legendary clip. The internet should never let that die ever. And the fact that Ethan even had to explain that is just so sad. Like, legitimately, what are the kinds of people he has to deal with on a regular basis? Like, these are the people
Tell me about
actually literally going after him.
Tell
and
me
these
about
are
it.
the kinds of people that Hasan actually supports.
True.
Right, so this next part he talks about Mike from PA running for office. Basically, if you don't know, that the past
Into the lore.
This absolute pathetic piece of trash tried to become a politician, and he ended up miserably failing and being kicked off the ballot.
Yes.
This constructed ethnicity, this demonic ethnicity, wholly invented.
Oh, wow. We have a Michelle from PA in the chat.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And Michelle from PA says he does not represent us.
Michelle, as long as you didn't run for office and then get forced to get off the ballot in disgrace after it was discovered you lied about being a lawyer, even though you're not a lawyer, never even passed law school, as far as I could tell.
No.
Or maybe he passed law school, but he never passed the bar.
Dude, watching these frauds literally fuck themselves in the face is never gonna not be funny. Like, these are the worst people in America. They really are.
But he was removed in disgrace from this ballot he was running on.
A Jewish ethnicity.
Also, he punches couches and he's physically repulsive.
Dude, imagine the timeline where Mike is actually the one making your laws. Mike has it.
Ozempic Mudahart. That's crazy. Do you even Indian, bro? Yeah, no, but it's wild, bro. It's insane.
In government, where he's actually impacting the lives of day-to-day people. Imagine Mike being president. Bro would like banish all the Jews or something. Demonic ethnicity, gotta get them out of there.
Nah, they would, like, dude, I could not imagine if this guy I could not imagine this guy actually being a fucking politician. I mean, no wonder why he was kicked off the ballot, but like, could you even imagine? Holy shit.
Honestly, Hitler would love Mike.
He is listen, man. Listen, I know that a lot of people are giving you shit. They're saying that you look like you come from an Indian scam call center, but I think that's racist. I think that's pretty racist. You look like an authentic Canadian to me.
From PA, I'm just saying that. If I had to guess, like, Mike's top policies, probably number one, appoint Hasan Piker as supreme lord and savior of the universe, right? That's number one. Number two,
bro, does not stop sucking.
Ban all couches. He can't handle another boxing match with a couch, heaven forbid. Bro obviously is too afraid of getting his ass beat by an inanimate object. And then probably some degenerate rules involving women. We're not gonna get into that, but thank we don't actually.
Again, to be clear, all these fake progressives that make believe they actually care about women and shit, they don't. I want this to be clear. They don't care about women. They support terrorists that have sex slaves. Like I know that we're taking this for granted. Okay, we are taking this for granted at this point because of how insane this is. All right, I'm sorry. We are taking for granted that these people are supporting pedophiles with sex slaves that are terrorists. Let's not take this for granted. Let's recognize that these people are, in fact, creatures that should be humiliated daily, which is why I'm here.
Live in that timeline. Then Ethan brings up another clip of Mike just theory crafting about Jews, it seems like.
Yeah, so here's Mike from PA recently.
To what showed up on Instagram and YouTube.
When we looked at material that's sensitive to the Chinese Communist Party, these materials were significantly, inexplicably underrepresented on the platform.
Right, they concluded that videos undesirable to the CCP were underrepresented.
Wow, this guy's totally not a CIA agent, guys.
What?
This guy's not a CIA agent.
Huh?
I'm sure this guy has never worked in American intelligence. It is not just literally like this is so.
Bro, there's no way he's gonna lock in and be like, his name is Finkelstein. Obviously, he's a secret agent.
Standard.
Go ahead.
Joel Finkelstein, guys. He's definitely doesn't. Oh man. He's
I can't believe I didn't see this clip. Oh my god, dude. The tolerant left, they love all different races and ethnic groups. Minorities are so welcome in the arms of the left. Oh my god. This absolute fucking degenerate.
All right, Mike, what happened there, bud? He caught himself.
He caught himself so close to saying the Jews control the government. He is so, like, it's so insane. The horseshoe theory is so real. The horseshoe theory is so fucking real, bro. You get the actual retards on the far, far right and the far, far left, and they hold hands across the horseshoe talking about how, yeah, actually it is the Jews.
And then he fell real quiet because he's like, I'm...
Joel Finkelstein, guys. He's definitely doesn't... Oh, man. He's...
What are you doing, Mike? Got your tongue? Jew got your tongue?
Dude, look at his chat even. Dude, you can't make this up, man. Where's this clip? Evil Finkelstein. Evil Finkelstein.
Somehow, he's so anti-Semitic, he became the physical embodiment of an anti-Semitic trope. Look at him. He looks like a Nazi caricature of a Jewish person.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna try to go too far, but Jew got your tongue, brother. You're gonna tell me that this doesn't look like actually the Nazi let me see if I can find it. Nazi Jew caricature. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the, what's it called? The Jew caricature with the guy rubbing his hands together. Bro, I can't find it. Come on, guys. What are we doing here? We got it, guys. Bro, you're gonna tell me that this is not a little bit scary? You're not gonna tell me that like bro went so far. He became the caricature of the creature that he hates so much. Like, it's insane, man. Uncanny.
Oh man.
When he looks to the side.
Yeah. Bro, that's you. Look at this Jewish guy's looking motherfucker.
He's turned into everything he's hated.
No wonder he hates Jews so much.
He became what he sought to destroy.
Exactly.
That's why he hates Jews.
John Oliver's watching a clip of this guy talking about how the Chinese Communist Party propaganda is more prevalent on TikTok than other countries or something.
Yeah, by the way, this guy's a communist, so he likes the Communist Party in China, which, by the way, is a fucking horrifying enemy of the United States that is directly, you know, manipulating people, propagandizing people, and fucking genociding people. They kill Muslims there. They kill Christians. They kill Muslims. They invaded Tibet. What are we talking about?
Like that. So he's doing this in service of defending China. Can you be more of a tanky loser? Like, you are so hideous.
Dude, literally the most anti-American person humanly possible. It's like, why even have these people running around? I feel like...
I completely agree. If I was actually in power in America, if the Jews actually controlled the government, these people would not be here. I'm just gonna be real. I'm sorry, bro. If the Jews actually controlled the government, why are these people running around?
Like they're just a detriment now. Listen, I didn't want to say anything, but legitimately, he kind of fits that caricature, all right? No wonder he hates Jews so much. He perfectly fits that meme, and you know which one we're talking about.
We know
but
the
honestly,
meme.
what a pathetically sad existence to literally sit on stream all day and essentially just leech off, you know, Hasan's trickle-down fans, I guess if he's offline or something, and you spend literally all your time being this hateful. And these people are the people who are calling you a Nazi.
True.
You are the Nazi for saying
this guy calls you a Nazi if you like Sydney Sweeney's jeans.
Terrorists are bad. Literally the most vanilla, the most uncontroversial take in the entire world, possibly. All right, everybody does not like terrorists, other than terrorists.
Well, terrorists
Hasan,
like terrorists,
I guess.
yeah,
Hasan and the Orbiters. That's probably the only two group of people who actually like them, right? But this guy says Jews are demonic, but he's not a Nazi, guys. He's not a Nazi. He gets to call you the Nazi.
True.
Make it make sense. Somebody actually make it make sense. And you know what I find really funny? Despite the fact that this guy is in the whole Hasan Orbiter group and he gets the green light from all of them, it seems like. I remember in the iDubbbz Content Cop, there were a lot of Hasan Orbiters. There was Froggen, there was Denims, there was Sean the Black, you know, a bunch of these people, but
they're all retards.
From PA was nowhere to be seen. Now, I don't know if there was scheduling issues, not like this guy has any fucking thing to do all day other than being a fucking loser on the internet. But apparently, he was the only one not there. Maybe he made the women uncomfortable. Maybe...
I think you might be right. Holy shit.
He generally is just a repulsive figure, so he was just sort of banned from... You know,
maybe it's because he looks too much like a Jew. Maybe it's like he looks like the Jew propaganda, so they just didn't want to include him. They're like, listen, man, we can't make an anti-Semitic hate video taking down Jews and include someone that looks like a Jewish caricature. We're gonna stick to the Nazi propaganda swastika swords, okay?
You know, just sort of guessing here, but oh my god, like, even Froggen fit through the goddamn door, bro. I guess you were just not invited.
Bro, they got Froggen before they got this guy. Oh my lord.
I suppose. Right, anyway, so Ethan posted this. Mike from PA wants me executed because I called him a virgin, lol. So we have this post on H3H3 Productions. Ah yes, the death penalty for political opposition. Where have I seen this before? This guy is becoming more and more like Hitler, man. Mike from PA, it's important that we punish...
I mean, I was thinking more, you know, communist people, but yeah, Hitler. National Socialists, am I right, guys? That's the Nazis. National Socialists.
Propagandists who supported this genocide, criminal charges, the death penalty, everything should be on the table.
I'll be real, I don't even think Mike from PA gives a flying fuck about what's happening in Gaza. I don't think he cares at all. He's such a fucking snake, this guy.
Now, the thing is, this guy has called Ethan a propagandist, and he basically calls anybody who he disagrees with a propagandist. He would probably call me a propagandist, even though I'm completely, apolitical here. For context, this guy's talking about people like Ethan and Hutch. This guy's a bloodthirsty incel degenerate with absolutely nothing to offer the world besides indignation, perpetually angry, and a soul as dark as a...
He is Dark Soul 4!
Covered ale. Jesus Christ. God. I mean, apt description, I will say. But anyways, Mike responded, I love how these stalker...
I'm not gonna lie, Mike from PA kind of looks like a donut after it gets sat on by Frogan. Like, he does kind of give off that vibe.
Communities just have to invent a framework in order for their unhinged lies to have any purchase. Coming from you, a Hasan Orber talking about unhinged lies. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. If you propagandize and incite genocide, says the guy...
Incite genocide? What the fuck is incite genocide? You think because I make a video criticizing Hasan Piker, I am inciting genocide? Are you insane? These people are crazy. And this is coming from the guy that incites violence on everyone that he doesn't like, by the way.
Guy's calling Jews, bro. Holy shit. It is already a crime in the United States. If you participate in a genocide, the death penalty is already law.
Participate in a genocide. This is insane. He really wants to kill us, doesn't he? Like, he really wants to kill us, bro. Oh my lord, this is crazy. Also, there is no genocide in Gaza. Anyway.
Of course. I don't think Ethan and all these people who literally, criticize Israel's government and, support Palestine, I don't think they qualify under your fucking definition, you absolute psychopath.
Of course it doesn't qualify under his definition. His definition is retarded. According to the United States of America, there's no genocide going on in Gaza. So you expect to execute people that are promoting a genocide that, according to the United States, isn't a genocide. Like, do you understand the level of retarded you have to be?
This is the perfect response. If you propagandize and incite genocide, it is already a crime in the US. I'm assuming the pro-Hamas, Rivers to the Sea, and the Death to Israel and America chants are just PG keying to people like Mike.
I mean, Mike is a genocide supporter because Hamas wants to genocide the Jews. That is an actual genocide. All right? The way Hamas actually wants to genocide and kill all the Jewish people and then the Christians, that is genocide. So by supporting Hamas, you are a genocide supporter. So I personally think you perhaps should get executed. Damn! Flip the tables on this fat ass motherfucker.
Of course. Rules for thee, but not for me. Apparently, promoting the propaganda of terrorists and essentially aiding them in, convincing a bunch of people to like them, using your stream and using your influence like
that's what he does.
That is completely
He is laundering the reputations of rapist, terrorist, pedophiles, genocidal fucks.
Okay, guys, that's perfectly fine.
They don't want to kill all the Jews, only the ones that don't convert to Islam, true.
The government
Same with the Christians.
should not go after you for that shit. Instead, they should put random people who are, calling terrorists bad. They should be the ones put in prison. Obviously, good logic there. I think Mike should go to jail for some months for putting a bounty on stream. Exactly.
Yep,
the amount of hypocrisy is
it's
putting
unreal.
a bounty is a felony, if I'm correct, right? Yes, you can't just put a bounty on someone, telling people to go and kill them, all right?
Nope, he did that. He did all these things. These fucking communist bitches. Get them out of my country, goddammit. Unreal.
I mean, like, holy shit, guys. If you live in Florida, I have an opportunity for you. If you want to earn $100,000, let me know.
Problem is, Mike from PA thinks propaganda is when you expose him on his lies. Mike, sorry, I'm trying to read this, but I keep saying it. Mike has also engaged in actual incitement to violence many times, unlike Hutch or Ethan. Dude, there's like clips you can hear. Absolutely diabolical. Everybody needs to post this clip everywhere. Make sure he never forgets this shit.
I agree.
Mike, this is the Dead Sea, the saltiest place on earth, second only to your bitch ass.
That's a good one.
Right, so after this, Ethan talks about the escalating rhetoric from the Hasan orbiters, and he brings up Noah Samson as well, who gave a whole message about how we
if you have access to the politicians, you should go kill them.
Have direct access to the propagandists. We have direct access to the, the weapons and everything. Basically inciting violence. Like, these people are crazy.
Mike from PA wants me executed because I called him a virgin. This is just from the other day, by the way. This man is so fucking insane. I am not kidding you when I tell you he is regularly calling for people to kill me.
Yes.
Or attack me.
Yes.
And somehow.
Do we understand how crazy this is? You have someone out there regularly calling for people to go and kill other people? Like...
Dan Clancy, the only reasonable conclusion is that Dan Clancy hates Jewish people and wants violence to come on them.
I think so, personally.
That's the only one. Yeah. I'm saying, if he was doing it about any other ethnic group, you think Dan Clancy would have sat back idly and just been like, kicked his feet up and be like, hey, listen, just the way it is. So Trippy Red, another Twitter user, says, where have we seen this before? Nuremberg trials. Yeah.
A communist. Wow.
Yes. The Nuremberg trials famously was mass executing
podcasters.
Yeah, I guess. Let's start.
Yes, the famous Nuremberg trials, where all the podcasters that were remotely related to Germans that were not in Germany even all got executed. So true. I remember when that happened.
Rounding me up. I'll start rounding all the Jews up in America. I don't think people should mail you skulls. I just think they should kill you.
Or over anyone else in the world to stop the genocide. We are living in the belly of the beast. We have direct geographical...
I'm not gonna lie, if you're paying taxes in America, then you are funding a genocide also, according to this retard. So, in my opinion, you should execute yourself first, and then move on to other people for justice. Start with the person you have the most access to, all right? Start with that, and then move on.
Physical access to the politicians, the propagandists, the weapons companies, but also, I feel like we have to be honest with ourselves. 17 months in, and what is protesting actually accomplished? Raising awareness, sure.
Well, your form of protest maybe hasn't done anything because all you do is send me death
True.
threats. I don't know how that's
True. Your protesting is saying, let's kill all the Jews. That is not productive, okay? Not productive and also not very nice.
To help Gaza.
If we want this genocide to stop, it's time to escalate.
Yeah, of course. That is completely sane, of course. Time to...
Yeah, I think all these people that are calling death and violence on politicians to like thousands of people, they all need to get locked up. It's unacceptable to have a country that operates where you have these people with gigantic communities. Oh my God, he's doing a Mike from PA expression when Hasan likes one of his tweets. So every time these guys are gonna just decide that they need to go incite their audience of thousands of people to go and fucking kill people that they dislike, it's insane. It is absolutely insanity. Wildly insane.
Escalate, guys. I wonder what that means. We have direct physical access to all these people.
It means go kill politicians.
What is that supposed to mean? Like, what is a good faith interpretation of that? Obviously, these people cannot win based on the merit of their arguments, so they have to go to violence. And this is what Hasan was saying, even in the video we covered previously, very recently, where Hasan was giving that speech with Taylor Lorenz, and he was basically like, oh, we gotta escalate. It's the perfect time for a revolution. And then he was talking about someone has to do it.
And you actually wrote about this, and it was a great video where you talked about, someone has to do it. See, when I say that, everyone knows exactly what I mean. I think that...
Yeah, it means kill Trump.
Shows that there's a lot of anger, a lot of resentment.
Yeah, so in my opinion, if you have anger issues, you should get therapy, and you shouldn't go and try to kill the duly elected president of the United States. He's calling for an insurrection here. I don't know what to tell you, man. Literally fucking deport this man. Jail him and deport him. I don't care what the order is. Like, literally, this is what's happening. There's anger. Fuck you. I don't care. Not my problem. Anger management is a thing. Gigantic Nepo baby.
And untapped potential, untapped revolutionary potential, as a matter of fact. And it's a great opportunity for organizing.
She made a video about the Trump shooting saying somebody did it. There's no way. Is that real? So she did make here is somebody needs to do it. Did she actually make a video saying somebody did it for the Trump shooting? That's crazy. Oh my God, she's actually out there grinding, making posts and shit. How am I gonna find this? Did she delete it? Taylor Lorez, Trump assassination. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the one. Again, I'm not surprised. She's a demon. She needs to go to jail. All these people, every single one of them. You can't incite political violence to thousands of people. You can't fucking do this shit. This is the United States of America. It's a democracy. For better or for worse, these people were elected. They're a product of our environment. Yeah, they should go to jail. I don't understand why we're dealing with this. Inciting violence is a crime, and it should be treated like a crime. It really should. It's not fun and games here. I don't know why we're doing this.
I think,
which is a reference to assassinating the president, which is not something that that is going to result in a positive thing for America. Obviously, people are saying, well, JD Vance is just going to take over and be just as
where are you going with this, Mr. Pegasus?
Enact the same policies or something. And you cannot like Trump. I explicitly said I don't like his what he's doing with the files and a bunch of other shit about him. So it's like you can win the election. You can actually vote and participate and try to beat people the fair and just way instead of escalating to violence. That's when
these are communists. These are communists that are calling for violence on politicians that they don't like. And they will always want to move it to a more and more radical place. They need to be immediately deported or jailed for this. It's not happening yet because there's so much going on, but they do need that to happen. It's not just that if you kill Trump, then someone else will take over that'll enact the same policies. That is not the fucking point. That is literally not the point. The way America is designed as a constitutional republic is that you have freedom of speech. Everyone has the right to an opinion. You use these opinions to debate and try to get to the best conclusions in order to elect the president that most properly represents the people. That is what is supposed to happen. That is the only way forward. Political violence is not the way forward and has no place in America. I'll be honest, I don't give a shit about what you have, what opinions you have, or how much unrestrained anger you have. This has no place in America. It's illegal for good reason, and it should be punished.
Society completely degrades. That's when you get these.
This is why there's the Communism Enforcement Act. This is why McCarthyism is based, okay?
Fucking psychopaths supporting literal terrorists, and apparently they have a fan base. Apparently they have like thousands and thousands of people who openly support them, and they justify it using this ridiculous logic of, well, X side is also bad. Therefore, you know, the terrorists that violate children, they're perfectly fine. I'm gonna glaze them. I'm gonna give them a little love heart. Go kidnap some sailors. At the end of the day, they literally just want violence. Like they may dance around it. They may try to justify it in
socialism is violence. Also, okay, I had enough of this bullshit. We're all dancing around. Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, if you want to enact a communist socialist society where you just want to take everybody's money that they earned and that they made, how is that going to happen? Are they not going to fight back? Of course they are. Of course they are. It's going to be violence. It's automatically going to be violence. They are violent fucks that want to violently eliminate politicians. With all due respect, there is no respect due. These people have no place here, and they should be ostracized, made fun of, humiliated, and jailed.
Any which way, cloak it all in all these sentiments, but eventually it sort of leaks through. But at the end of the day, they're just bigoted freaks who want to harm other innocent humans here. And this is why the series is so important. We're making people aware that these people are not what they seem, and they're like
let's up those numbers.
In sheep's clothing or whatever. They're like snakes in the grass. This is not regular political disagreement. These are just extremist freaks who need to be disavowed by both the left and the right and everybody in between.
Ethnicity wholly invented. Can you clarify what you meant? Mike says Zionism is a constructed nationalism for settler colonialism in Palestine.
Nice. He used all the keywords.
Nice try, bud. It's a little too late for that game.
Yep.
Can we at least acknowledge the game they're playing?
He literally used all the keywords. Like the sentence is like.
Yep.
Zionism,
white people, colonial,
nationalism, settler, colonialism, and Palestine. We'll throw that in too.
Can I tell you another fun fact that a lot of people don't like? How is land acquired by anyone? How does any country have land? Any country. There are three ways. There are three ways to get land. Throughout all of history, there were always three ways. All right? I'm gonna give you the list. Right? I'm gonna drop you the list. Okay, now that's the scariest phrase in all of English. I'm gonna give you the list. How is land acquired? How does a country exist? How does a country exist? All right, here we go. You ready? You ready for a lesson? There are three ways. There are only three ways a country can exist. Only three. One, conquest. Right? We're not arguing the ethics of it. We're just arguing how they could possibly exist. One is contractually. Contract. All right. Let's say they make some sort of deal. Right? They buy the land. Or if a country buys the land. And three, inheritance. We'll call it heritage. All right. These are the only three ways a country can exist. The only three. There are no others. These are the only ways countries can exist in society. Okay? There are no other ways and no other examples. These are the only possible ways countries can exist. All right? Purchase, conquer, inherit. These are the only ways. All right? The only ways. Israel fought a war to protect themselves when they were attacked. Israel literally got the land by contract from England. And listen, man. Doesn't get any more inherity than this one. So listen, you want to sit there with your goddamn bullshit colonialist crap of all time. Look, man, you could go as far as you want. You will never win this debate in the modern era.
Even though he wasn't talking about Palestine, he was literally just talking about Jewish people. You didn't say Zionism, they responded. That's what I was referring to. Hello?
When he said that Jewish ethnicity is demonic, he obviously meant Zionism.
The context of me watching war criminal Benjamin Netanyahu talking to the UN almost a year ago makes that clear. I know who Nettie is and what he's done and he's doing. You didn't say Zionist, you said Jewish. Oh,
True.
Mike, come on, bud.
Oh my God, even the woke freaks are upset at him now because he accidentally said Jewish.
That's all you've got?
Dude, you can't make this shit up. Imagine literally saying the word Jewish and still claiming that you're talking about Zionists. It's like, that is the dumbest argument ever. That might actually be dumber than when Hasan said that death to America, death to Israel. That doesn't mean death to America.
When he said death to America, they actually meant the end of American wars and imperialism, obviously.
It's actually, well, America's an alien civilization that is so powerful, therefore it's all justified or whatever. Some random ass argument, you know, you can check out the previous videos to, you know, catch up on the lore there. But it's like, they take the actual meanings of words, completely change it to, you know, fit some of their agenda or whatever.
True.
And now when they're caught, you know, when they're exposed in front of their face with literal proof, video proof of this guy, you know, conflating, you know, the whole Jewish thing, Zionist thing and all that, they have no way to argue it and they just fall back to their baseline. Well, actually, I was talking about the Zionists. Like, then why do you say Jewish, you absolute freak? And it's like, just admit it at this point.
Also, again, you're giving him way too much leeway here. Even if he said Zionist, it wouldn't matter. Because Zionism is not an ethnicity. It never was. And no one claimed Zionism is an ethnicity. Zionism is an ideology. So when he's saying that Judaism is a fake ethnicity and a demonic ethnicity, there's no way to possibly mean Zionism. Zionism is an ideology. It's like saying capitalism isn't an ethnicity. Well, no fucking shit, capitalism isn't an ethnicity. It's an ideology. You can't do this replacement bullshit saying, I meant Zionist. No, it doesn't even fit in your sentence at all.
You know, you slipped up, you revealed your true intentions that we already knew. Okay, let's not act like we didn't already knew this, but it's nice to have some confirmation that this is exactly how they feel. So anyways, after this, Mike responded again, and his defense is basically like the clip is like months old. So, which means like you should have been banned earlier and Twitch just completely ignored this.
I think I already did. I said that Jewishness is an ethno-religion. It's not an ethnicity.
What?
And that
he doubles down? No way.
Israel does not represent Jewish people.
Okay, that is what he said in the clip, to be clear.
That is not what he said in the clip.
Yeah.
He said Jew is not an ethnicity.
Yeah.
He said a Jewish is not an ethnic.
He said Jew is not an ethnic.
Jew is not a fucking ethnic.
You know, I mean...
This demonic ethnicity.
This guy is
Clip
terrible.
Of mine that has me wearing a headset or has a different background than the red background. Those are months old.
Months.
Out of content clips.
Out of
the context because the VOD is expired.
Oh, why do you...
What? Dude, VODs don't expire on Twitch.
I don't understand how they even got that.
Is scrambling.
How did you find that? 8 months? Like, dude, who even remembers that?
Ancient history, bro.
Who even remembers, bro?
Dude, I just love how he literally has basically no remorse for what he said. What he's more concerned with is how he got caught. He's like, well, that clip was months old. Oh, the VOD should have been deleted. How did you guys even find that? First off, if you post anything on the internet, people will find it. Okay, that's the first thing you gotta understand about that. I feel like all the Hasan orbiters are so stupid, you know, like with Frogan and Denims trying to delete their VODs after, you know, Ethan tried to sue them for violating copyright and stuff. Like, you can't just get rid of the evidence, all right? It's never gonna go away. Now, I'm surprised it took so long to actually find this clip, but Mike is just that irrelevant, so, you know. But it's just crazy.
He is not. Look, man, I watch Hasan stream so I can call him out on his bullshit. I don't watch Mike from PA ever. He's like revolting to look at, aside from listening to what he has to say.
See that was actually his concern. No apology. He's just sort of doubling down on it. And you pathetic fucking loser. It's not like this was a clip from 20 years ago. You aren't being called out for saying a slur in 2005. You're being called out for a clip from literally a few months ago. You haven't changed your views at all. This is you, and you're even doubling down and defending it. You absolute loser. Holy shit. And oh my god, it wouldn't be a Hasan orbiter without using the out of context excuse.
I can't believe how out of context this is, guys.
He really is like embodying every single one of their values through and through, right? And it was completely in context, okay? Tell me, okay, give us the context. What is the full context of calling Jews a demonic ethnicity? Like, what the fuck is the context for that? Guys, you don't understand.
There's no, again, Again, there's no context, obviously. It's obviously all a joke. It's the move he uses to justify terrorist organizations killing Jews. Classic far left, tanky communist talking points. There are two ideologies in America right now that exist, and I think both of them should be considered equally evil. Nazis, all right? They should be considered bad guys, all right? And commies. I'm gonna be real. They are equally evil. They are equally bad. Okay? The fact that people are allowed to call themselves communists but not allowed to call themselves Nazis is fucking retarded. Nazis and communists, same fucking shit. They can hold hands and skip and jump and do their shit together. For all I care, they are the same thing. More people died under communism than Nazism. Listen, man, that's just stats. Way more, not even gonna lie. You should be as shamed in public if you are a communist than if you are a Nazi. All right? Equally shamed. Shame on society for not making people humiliated to call themselves communists. For real, for real.
The context was that Hitler actually reincarnated from the dead, put a gun to my head, and forced me to say that.
Well,
that's the context, obviously. Then they talk about if you'll actually be banned on Twitch.
I think the majority of myself thinks he won't even be punished for it.
That's my prediction. No.
I'm gonna say 14 days.
I'm so jaded by
2 weeks.
now. That would be surprising to me.
Okay, that's my bet.
I agree. I don't think they're gonna do fucking shit.
I mean, he's been calling for my
Well, turns out he was banned. He was banned. We'll see for how long, but he was banned.
death, and nothing happened.
I think more likely 2 days than 2 weeks, but he was banned.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think they just love it.
They do love it.
The only
And Asmongold is the one that got him banned. It's only because Asmongold called him out.
conclusion I can make.
Absolutely. There's no other conclusion to draw from it. And I mean, Dan Clancy's on the record saying Hasan's his favorite streamer.
Listen, to be honest, I think it'll just be like a slap on the wrist because basically this is what happened. Even when Hasan did that bullshit, right? He got a 24-hour ban on his day off, which is not a ban, literally a vacation, right? So it's just a bunch of PR bullshit. We all know that Dan Clancy supports this behavior, right? The fact that he doesn't ban open terrorist glazers on his platform just proves that he is either anti-Semitic or has dementia or some shit. I don't know what else is going on here. So I'm predicting it's going to be some bullshit fake ban or whatever, right? Okay, future Pegasus here. Mike from PA banned on Twitch. Twitch Partner Central Committee has been banned.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be a slap on the wrist. It doesn't tell you the time they were actually banned for. I feel like what he did definitely deserves a permaban. And not just because of the Jews are demonic thing. It's because of the constant death threats. Like, I think Ethan needs to bleed from the corner.
Man, I think the death threats is worse. It's worse. Again, words are words. Ultimately, words are fucking words. And I'm not going to sit here and get all offended and upset. Look, man, Jew here, all right? Jew here. They're just fucking words, guys. I don't care if he says Jews are demonic. That's just classic neo-Nazi talking points. You think I give a shit? I literally could not care less. In my opinion, it's the same as saying the N-word. Is it a nice thing to do? No. Will I think of you less? Maybe. Is it illegal? No, I don't actually give a fuck. Inciting violence is a crime. Inciting violence is a fucking crime, bro. And that should get them removed from all platforms. If you are using your platforms to tell your audience to kill people, get the fuck off of the internet. I don't know why we deal with this.
Of his mouth. He puts a bounty on someone to go and fucking kill them. I feel like that's not a Twitch issue.
And also supporting terrorists.
That is something that should get you put in prison, right? Legitimately arrested. So I don't know why nobody has actually acted on that. I guess somebody needs to like file charges or something like that, but ridiculous how you can put bounties on people and you're just fine. Tectone responded 1 week tops. Asmongold responded, got him. For what a day. Honestly, dude is getting unhinged. Let's go. Hopefully it's a longer ban. You really think Gooning Lord Dan Clancy is getting a longer ban, please? And it's not just 1 day or 1 week. Nothing. He honestly deserves a perma for what he's done, absolutely. His couch has got to take a beating. Classic, classic. Roach King remains undefeated. Yeah, people are saying this is because, you know, Asmon sort of rallied his community for this.
I think it's absolutely because of Asmongold.
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Who knows why? I think Twitch is just trying to sort of save their PR or something, but it's not going to do much unless you ban everybody else as well. And legitimately, like, people like Hasan deserve a perma-ban at this point, so I don't know.
Banned from society! Banned from America! He told his audience to kill sitting United States senators. Why are we playing this game? Why are we letting this go?
No. I just don't think it's enough. We'll see. I'll give you guys updates on how long he actually stays banned. Now click this video or you turn into Mike from PA.
Ah! That's crazy. Definitely subscribe. Let's up those numbers. I'll, of course, link Pegasus in the description. Yeah, no, this entire group of people need to be fucking ostracized from society. Like, let's up those numbers for real, And I'll be honest. We need to start shaming commies. We need to shame commies. They are Nazis. It's the same shit. They're holding hands from past the horseshoe. They are the same fucking shit. They love each other. They turn into each other. The overlap is so real and true. It's the same fucking bullshit. And I think that people need to be as embarrassed to call themselves communists as Nazis. I don't know why Nazis got such a worse stigma than communists. I think it's the same fucking thing. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Fuck you, you retard freak. Get absolutely destroyed, bro. The Jews got you, bro. The Jews fucking cooked you. See you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.